So then, the sensuality and the sense hunger, those who have got it in their system, their minds will not be available for consistent and continuous contemplation. It's not your fault. A student should not feel that, no, I am hopeless. You are not. This is the old habit. Just as a drunkard, regularly drinking became a habit of it, and he finds it helpless to stop it now, all of a sudden. It's not a fault. It's a natural psychological reaction. All our lives, not only this life, millions of lives during the evolution, all the time, from plant, animal and human, we were turning our attention outward and seeking and discovering a satisfaction and a happiness of pleasure from contact with the world of objects outside. Because of this habit, the vasanas for sensuality is very, very powerful to every one of us. Pressurized by these vasanas, our mind has always a tendency to run very easily to the external world of objects, rather than to conserve that energy and turn it towards the higher, subjectively into yourself. And the motive force behind this flow of our attention outward into the world of objects, emotions and thoughts is that desire. Intellectually we have accepted, all of us, that pleasure in life is only from hugging objects outside. If the objects are removed, I am a most miserable creature. This we have convinced ourselves. Naturally, therefore, the intellect suggests as a faithful ally of you, whenever you are physically and mentally unhappy, your intellect suggests, you are unhappy only because if supposing you got a hot cup of coffee, lovely. This suggestion given by the intellect to make your happiness complete, your unhappiness to remove your unhappiness from you, this suggestion given by the intellect is called desire. All of us have got desires, every moment. But strangely enough, your desires are not her desire is not my desire. Why? The desires are ordered by, directed by, conditioned by our own past vasanas, the past habits. So if I have been a South Indian and taking coffee, I want coffee. Your coffee is not there, there is tea. Yeah, I know what. Tea cannot satisfy me. Coffee satisfies. Cold drink. But those who are taking hot drinks, there is a cold drink on. बच्चों के लिए we be hot drink. So the desire that rises in each one of our mind is only a repetition, an echo of our own past experience, past habits. So long as these desires are rising in our intellect consistently, constantly, so long as these eruptions are there, the mind and intellect the mind will be agitated, the body will be running out to fulfill it. Your entire attention, physical, psychological and intellectual attention will be dissipated into the world of plurality, the objects outside, how can you then afford to consistently contemplate in peacefully the nature of the reality? So then the teacher said, desire for sense pleasures when you have got it, not when they are sense objects outside. Outer world cannot touch you, but you get conditioned by the outer world. You are bound by the world outside only because of your subjective craving for them, called desires. Objects may be there. That need not disturb you, will not disturb you. But when you got the desire, I did tell you that example. When the father and the mother and the child were together go into a shop, let us say a toy shop. The child is fascinated by everything. He wants it, and pa. And what about the father and the mother? They are also seeing the toys. They are even playing with the toys. They are appreciating the workmanship. But they never be affected by, enchanted by the toys. The child is. Because the child has got the desire to possess them. You have not the desire. You had it before, now you are grown up. You want the bigger toys. See? Some more money, one more wife, the other man's wife. You know, the more serious things. And not these petty, paltry toys. You have not got it. That is all the difference. So the world outside entraps you, fascinates you, enchants you, only because you are available for it. So don't blame the world outside. They are so fascinating. Swamiji, I got attracted towards it. Shut up. The objects outside have no right or no strength to attract you. But your mind is available for it, and therefore you get attracted towards it. So Shankara insistently, 3-4 verses, that in case you think that you have got to know, and you have got desires for the world of sense objects, you have no chance of opening up yourself to the spiritual essence, the blissful state of perfection. You cannot rise above your human frailties, weaknesses, limitations. Mokshasya.
Mokshasya kanksha yadi vai tavasti.
Mokshasya
kanksha
yadi vai tavasti.
Tyajati durad vishayan visham yatha. Piyushavatto shadaya kshamarjava. Prashanti dantir bhajanityamadharat.
So in case you want to progress forward in the spiritual awakening, if you want to reorganize your entire inner personality, cure its present sorrows and inhibitions, in that case, if you have got it, we are not forcing you. If you have got it, you will have to reorganize your entire inner life's pattern. The mechanism in you is to be remodeled. Just as after a war, the machinery that were used to create guns, will have to be reorganized for creating peaceful objects, textiles or other implements of agriculture and things like that. You have to change the entire pattern. You need not destroy the factory, but the factory is to be remodeled in the same way. Your personality at this moment is efficient, effective. It knows how to run after the sense objects and pantingly get at them, hug those objects and feel a temporary excitement of nervous tips. Happy. Next moment, suffer. This is our autobiography of everybody. From this state, in case you want to reach out, a permanent, eternal, immutable, blissful, peaceful state, then you need not destroy the equipment, but it is to be remodeled. What do you mean by remodeling? That is exactly what it is. Mokshasya akanksha. If you have got a hope, a demand, a need to liberate your personality from your physical, mental and intellectual inhibitions. Today you and I as an individualized ego is a slave to the objects, emotions and thoughts outside. If I want the freedom and live my life as I want, not as ordered by my body or mind or intellect, nor as tempted by the world outside, in case I want that freedom, mokshasya kangsha yedi vai tavasti. Yedi, in case, tava asti, you have that desire. See, no compulsion. It's not a missionary, Christian and Muslim missionary, that you take the cap or the ears the sword. In case you have got a demand. Supposing you say that, Swamiji, I don't want all these things, I am very happy now, give me some more money. I will advise you how to get into the scam and you make money. What does it matter? Khelo. So long as you are a baby, you will play with the toys. Play! When you get tired. You see that it is not any force at all. So don't tell me that, Swamiji, why should I do it? Well, you need not. Who asked you to do it? But why did you tell me? Why did you come to listen? You made a mistake of coming into a place where you have no business to be there. In case that much of sanity has come to you, that you have realized that the way that I am living at this moment is a waste indeed. You may have a name, a fame, a little money, a little pleasure, and people prostrate you. That is all that you want. Go ahead. Who said stopping? On the other hand, we clap our hands. Tali bajake, we will glorify you. Science, art, literature, yes, grow. But in case you have the vision to understand that these are all finite, even a scientific theory that I have propounded and I have been, applauded. In 1935, I have been applauded as one of the greatest scientists and discovered. By 60, 70, I can't lift my eyes or lift my head and walk in the street. Why? They will say that this is the guy who came to that wrong conclusion. Why? The whole thing has been changed. In the light of new data, that conclusion that I arrived at has been all found hollow, it's wrong, and a new theory has come. How many times has it come? Every theory in science has been progressing. Knowledge also is thus impermanent. Wealth, impermanent. Power, position, impermanent. Everything is impermanent. It is not that it is a curse. It is not a curse. It is a law of the universe. That things are attracted towards the center of the earth. Gravitational force is there. It's not a curse. It's a nature. It is the nature, swabhava of the world of plurality. They are constantly in a state of change. Temporarily they can give you a pleasure, but they can never give you a permanent happiness. Idivai tavasti. In case you have got this anxiety to get out of this entrapment of finitude, of change, and be the changeless, the perfect, the permanent, tyajadi durad, reject, tyajadi, tyaja, durad, don't keep it near you. Durad, far away, in the next street. Don't keep it anywhere near. Vishaya, sense objects. Visham yatha. Just as you don't keep the poison, potassium cyanide and salt and pepper together on the dining table. You don't do it. Hey? Anybody, maybe children or even grown up, guess, may misunderstand what is what and then may, while talking, put potassium cyanide thinking that it is salt. Right? When it is poison, you keep it away, far away, where the children cannot touch it, and in Almera, far away, high, and red painted, so that you yourself also may not forget and go and take it, under lock and key, so that you may not in the night sleepy, you go there and open it, what happened? Just as Visha, poison, is kept away from you because of its danger, so too keep the sense objects far away from you. Swamiji, if all sense objects are removed, then why should I live? I can see, hear, smell, taste, touch. These are the, all those visham yadha, as poison. Throw them away. Then what else can I do? So the reorganization of your personality, these, we are at this moment pursuing only these. These you give up. Then take to yourself a new program of self-reconstruction. And what are they? Piyushabad, like amrita, like nectar. Try to cultivate. Give up these sense pleasures and sense enchantments of the sense objects, and in its place, cultivate in yourself Piyushabad, tosha, sense of contentment. And nobody has got it. Everybody, whatever he has got, there is no time to enjoy what you have got. You are searching for +1. Ye tu hai, magar wo kahan? But that also I want, that also I want. It goes on all your lifetime. You are only earning and saving and acquiring. There is no time for you to sit down and enjoy what you have got. Sense of contentment. Tosha, daya, kindness towards others, kshama, forgiveness. If anybody has done a mistake, don't go on saying that in 87 the rascal did it. I have not forgotten. I will. And that fellow doesn't remember. You are the guy who cannot get sleep, nor good digestion, and you cultivate ulcers in the stomach, while he is having a roaring time. You anger him, waiting for a chance to destroy him. Forgive. Forget and forgive. Shankara in the Vivek Chudamani itself later on will say that. Such an individual spiritual seeker should remain in the world sputa ghadavad, like a cracked pot you remain. It cannot be better expressed, either in poetry or in prose. No philosopher had the guts to explain to you, what should be my relationship with the world outside? Remain like a cracked pot. When the pot is cracked, it will receive anything that is poured in it, isn't it? Because his mouth is open. Receive everything in the world. Never reject anything. But within half an hour, there is nothing in the pot. Right? I think, say, though such and such a fellow did that and he told like that. You say, huh? I don't know. Thus, sputa ghatavad, cracked pot, tuta pot. Bas. Remain in the world. If he won't, 1982, you don't remember Swamiji, you have forgotten. He kicked you. You must remember. And they remind you that I must remember. क्या करे भैया मेरे को याद नहीं है टूटा पॉट है I am a टूटा pot. It goes away. Forgiveness, Kshama, Arjava, straightforwardness. Have the guts. Did you do it? I think I did it. Straightforwardness. It may be 2.5 lakhs, but to say to the government as soon as you heard, I think I also made a mistake. 2.5 lakhs of shares I also purchased. Boom. Here is my resignation. That's called straightforwardness. Only a South Indian will have the guts and the hurry to do so. It's a fact. These are what is you are reading newspaper every day. Who will have the guts to be honest with us? I didn't notice it, I didn't recognize it. Now I realize that it was a mistake. Here you are. No doubt that 2.5 lakhs would have been 4.5 crores. That don't remember it now. Be a crackpot and forget all about it. See that it is that what I wanted to say was that daya, forgiveness, kshama, arjavam, straightforwardness, prashanti, prakashena shanti. Create your mind peaceful, calm. Dandi, sense organs under control. Kshama and dhamma, prashanti, dandi. Bhaja, these you pursue, cultivate. Nityam, daily. Note that on Saturday, Swamiji, I live spiritual values. And Sunday onwards, boom. Sunday is reserved for church. It's not a weekend spirituality. It's a way of life. It's a culture. Nityam, permanently. Every day, adara. These are to be cultivated with great reverence. Not only love for it, but also intellectual understanding. Wherever the thing is understood well, and you have got love for it, that is called reverence. I revere my teacher. I adore and appreciate his knowledge. At the same time, I love the way he lives life. There where the love of the head, or the mind, and the understanding of the head mingle together, that confluence is called reverence. You revere, sir. That is all parliamentary words. It means nothing. Reverend, there where I not only understand what you stand for, but I really Have love for the way that you are living. Adarad, with reverence, cultivate these positive qualities. And your cheap living in sense stimuli, sensuous living, give up totally. Or else you cannot evolve into the higher state of existence.
Anukshanam yat parihritya krityam.
Anukshanam yat parihritya krityam.
Anadya vidya krita bandha mokshanam.
Anadya vidya krita bandha mokshanam.
Deha pararthoya mamushya poshane.
Deha pararthoya mamushya poshane.
Yas sajjate sasvamanena hanti.
Yas sajjate sasvamanena hanti. The spring of all your sensuality is your misconception that I am this body. Think. Every one of us know, who are you? I am this body. And the comfort of the body is my comfort. Sorrows of the body, my sorrows. Pain of the body, my pain. And when you are thus identified and conscious of that body, then you feel attracted towards the sense objects. When you are in deep sleep, are you lusty, greedy, passionate, hungry, thirsty? Do you know whether it is heat outside or cold outside? None of the things. Why? You are not conscious of the body. The moment you wake up, oh, I am hungry, oh, I am thirsty, or it is too hot, or it's too cold. When? When I contact the world outside through my body. Is it not? When you are deep sleep, who is your wife? Who is your children? Are you rich or poor? Are you successful or a failure? When you are in deep sleep. When you are in sleep, are you a man or a woman? I don't know. All these are because of the body. Identify with the body, then you say that I am short, that fellow is very tall. I am going bald. Too much of hair, Swamiji, I can't manage it. Therefore, I cut and go in the society like a Shurpanekha. All these are in the waking state only, not in deep sleep. Once I clutch off from the body, I am a totally free and happy guy, whatever be the condition and environment. Now, anukshanam, chanam prati, moment to moment, parihritya krityam, doing all your activities. Anadya vidya krita bandha mokshanam. Anadi, beginningless, timeless. Avidya, I have already told you. Non-apprehension of the higher reality. The non-apprehension of the dreamer that he is the waker and in his own bedroom, comfortably sleeping. Because of the non-apprehension, he sees the misapprehensions that he is dying all alone in the Pacific Ocean. And he makes funny noises. Why? He is so mentally imbued with the idea that I am drowning. He lies down in his bed and his wife gets up and kya ho gaya? The moment you wake up, Haya, dry land, you have saved me, but you will never confess it. You say, नींद करने को भी नहीं देते. You turn that side and sleep, but you know that you are woken up. Why is it that I saw that I was drowning? Because I forgot that I am in my own bedroom comfortably sleeping. Thus, when you and I are not conscious of the higher state of our true nature, our mind projects the body, the mind, the intellect, and the world of endless varieties. Identify with them. I live in that attitude of limitations. Carefully. So, anadya vidya krita. All these sorrows are created by this endless, timeless non-apprehension of reality. Timeless because time itself was born because of the non-apprehension of the eternal, the immutable, the changeless, the permanent. Anadya vidyakrita bandhamokshanam, to liberate yourself from all the endless activities in which we are pursuing at this moment, due to our identification with the body. I want to liberate myself from it. Mokshanam, deha pararthoyam amushya poshane. In this effort, you consider, you don't recognize that this deha, the body, is really given to you for parartha, in order to reach the para, the supreme. Parartha, two meanings. Para, the supreme state. Artha, the means to reach the higher state. Or your body is not meant for you, but it is for parartha, for the seva of others. That idea is not there. I am this body. And you don't understand that this is given to you to reach out to the higher state. Amushya poshana. And all the time is left spent in poshana, in fattening this body. Fattening, I don't say fat only. Polishing it, bathing it, clothing it, powdering it, painting it. Make holes all over and then amushya poshane, and its comforts, its endless demands, and every demand is satisfied. Try to satisfy as much as possible its demands. Thus the whole lifetime is wasted in fattening, looking after, serving this body. This body is meant for the higher purpose, number one. And how can I go to the higher purpose? First to start serving this body, with this body, others who are needing your help, your compassion, your love, your kindness. Serve them. Amushya poshane. Yes, sajjade, that fool, whoever he be, get drowned in fattening and catering to the endless demands of the physical body in the sensuous world. Sa swamanena handi. He is destroying himself by his own mind. The wrong notion, the wrong idea that this body is meant for it. He is destroying himself by his own mind. He is not being destroyed by others. No, nobody else is responsible. You yourself destroy yourself. Once you understand that this body is me, you become a Ravana. The whole world under you, all the wealth in the world under you. Are you happy? हाँ ये तो सब कुछ है ही है. Then what about Mrs. Ram? You never end. You want Sita also. Ravana was not satisfied. You and I are thinking that by scam and kicking some here, cheating somebody here and looting from there, I will be happy. How? One more piece of property. How can it be satisfying to you? Ravana was not satisfied with all the world under him. Even the heaven was shivering with him. He was not satisfied. By possessing the objects of the outer world, you will never be satisfied. This body is not meant for that. And yet, we only fatten and cater to the endless demands of the body, and thus waste our energies and whole life in regrets and sorrows at the end.
शरीर पोषणार्थी सन् य आत्मानं दिदृक्षति ग्राहं दारुधिया धृत्वा नदीं तर्तुं स गच्छति.
Sharira poshanarthi san. You are engaged, employing yourself totally, sharira poshana, to fatten the body. Better clothes, better food, better ornament, better comforts of the body. Sharira poshanarthi san. When you being at all the time fattening the body or catering to the endless demands of the physical body, Atmanam Dudrkshasi, and yet you have got a great desire to see the Atman, the self. To see there means directly experience the higher state of consciousness. But all the time, every thought in you is to cater to the endless demands of the physical body. And the body can only demand more and more of the world of objects, emotions and thoughts. Such an individual who is practicing spirituality, but sensual in nature, and you have started practicing contemplation, meditation, study of the scriptures, etc. There is no development that can take place. Graham dharidhiya dhrutva. A crocodile floating down the river, and in the dim light you thought that, Bhagavan ka kripa dekho. How kind the Lord is. Lord knows that I want to go across. Here comes a piece of wood. And so you swim and go near and catch. And Nadim Tartva Sagachadi, he is going. Progressing. What? To cross the river. You can go for some time, and then the crocodile suddenly feels, what is this hanging around? You will never reach the other side of the river, but you will die destroyed. Thus, with you holding on to this body and the body sense and the sensuousness of the body, if you try to reach out the higher, you can never reach it. This is the nature of the world outside. A sadhak, a brahmachari, was sitting on the Ganges banks or the river bank and meditating. Now, he has a blanket. But then November, December, October, November is coming. And last year also he suffered terribly. The blanket has got cross ventilation on it. So wherever you turn, cold wind used to come. It is torn, gold. He said, oh Lord, I am so faithfully obeying you and you are not helping me. And he opened his eyes. Ha! What does he see? A huge, but when Lord gives always, he gives the best. Black blanket is floating down. Immediately he got up, removed the dhoti, jumped into the water, swam, and caught it. And he said, "Oh Lord, what a nice thing. It is very thick and very heavy. The more he pulls, the more it is flowing down." Now when the winter is coming, October, November, bear on the higher heights of Himalayas come down for warmth. And they generally come by this free lift. They fall in the river and lie down. And the river brings in. And when they feel warmth on their back, they know that the climate has changed. And they come to us. And every winter, it walks slowly, slowly up into the higher heights to escape the heat. It was you are pulling. As you are pulling, you suddenly found something catching you. Suddenly you realized it is a bear. Now you left. "Yo, bear, excuse me." Bear doesn't know English. "Kshama karo, kshama karo." He doesn't know any language. And once the bear is caught, you cannot escape. This is the condition of the world. You run for the sense objects. In a short time, the sense object catches. Afterwards, you cannot escape. You become addicted to that sense object. Without, I can't. Without tea, I cannot. Without coffee, I cannot. Without cigarettes, Swamiji, I know it is bad, but what to do? But what to do? I can't stop it. Yahi haal. So that you catch the bear catches you. Thereafter, the bear is not going to leave. You may leave the bear. Swamiji, sab chhod diya. Because the world is not going to chodo. Why? Because it has got you. This you understand? So with sensuous pleasures and wanting to cater to the body, and then you want spirituality, it is as safe as misunderstanding a crocodile as a piece of wood. You are trying to cross the river. You will never be able to. Very beautiful expression. Moha eva maha